Hello, beautiful souls. It has been a little while. I have not been on, and so as I try to put this on another page, I just want to say to you, thank you and welcome, and all of you who have reached out to send your love, your prayers, your blessings at a very challenging time in my life. And so while I'm scrolling to get this on my regular page, which may or may not work right now, and I might have to let that go. Yeah, I'm probably going to let it go. Please let me know that you're here. Say hello. And yeah, forget it. It's not working. Not worth it. Hello, Jeanette. I'm coming over to our goddess group right after this. I haven't been on, as I mentioned. My name is Tina, if you don't know who I am. And you have all just sent so much love and held me in a space where I so often am holding the space with the transition of my little boy, but I really should call him the wise soul, Raphael, my fur baby, my cat of 18 years, which is so much bigger than just losing an animal. It's losing a child, and it's going through a level of grief that I have never let myself delve into in the way that I did, and I'm so proud of myself for it. It also was the third of three of my fur babies, so a cycle, a major cycle ending, to be in a quite empty household. Empty is, it's very full in spirit, but it's a whole new learning and growing and allowing every feeling to come up around it. And I gave myself a lot of time to cry and to really truly mourn and sob and contemplate all the what ifs and want to blame and get angry and just let it all be, even while it was happening, knowing that it was part of the process and that even the blaming wasn't real, or did I do this right, or did I wait too long, or all of that, because it's just part of the human mind that goes through that. But to give myself permission to let that all be, to sit here with Billy and just be like angry and just like know that it was, it was just something that needed to come up. I've never given myself that space. I didn't work. I didn't take clients. I didn't respond to any of your emails or texts, so please don't take it personally. It is the first time in my life that I gave myself and my baby the gift to honor, it makes me emotional, grief and love and ending and beginning in a whole new way. And in a way I was forced. I had no choice because of the pain and the grief. And so that was a blessing. And so there is a level of authenticity and openness and power and depth in me as a person, as a channel, as a teacher, that yes, was maybe there before, but it's a whole new level now. And that is why I am so deeply grateful for an experience that I am still in, but coming out on the other side of it and being able to see the blessings and feel the power and feel the literal cracking open of my heart, because I have felt it's not an ache, it is a emotional pain that is excruciating. And you cannot compare deaths, human or animal. It's unique for everyone. And so I know most of you get it. And if you don't, I actually don't care. And I don't say that from disrespect. That's the part of the empowerment that I have stepped into of, I wasn't going to, out of obligation, write people back just because they were asking how I am. I needed to be with myself and in my own process. And I needed to give myself permission to do and be anyway whether it was sleeping till noon, staying in bed all day, whether it was not eating or eating, whether it was eating healthy or not eating healthy. And so what? It was what I needed. And to give full permission is such a gift. And Raphael, Bugs, my little guy, he gave that to me. He has also come through in so many ways. And he jumped on my bed the first day. I felt him in my arms. The second day he came into my dream because I had felt like I didn't get to give him that last kiss. And he presented his face and I was able to kiss him. I woke up crying, but just grateful. I got a call on my phone from San Raphael. I don't even know where that is. And it was late at night. And I don't answer those calls. And I answered it and it was just silent. Oh gosh, so many things that have just been presented. I always called him my white tiger, my white lion. And a car right in front of me yesterday pulls up and parks and has this big picture of a white tiger. Who has that in their car? It was a message for me. So it's just, it's been such a beautiful experience along with pain. And so thank you. I wanted to just share of what can come from something so deep and the ending of something, of one part of my life to open me up to a whole new beginning. And so it was so appropriate to pull today the Sekhmet card. Oh, it's not Sekhmet, it's Shekinah. But Sekhmet is the lioness goddess. And Sekhmet's been around me. So let me talk about her for a moment. She's been around me and was there when Raphael made his transition. She was there the day before. She came through. She's an Egyptian goddess that is just that lioness. And then, of course, he was there, met by his female counterpart, Chloe, that helped in the transition, among with many others that were there to help him. And then the card, not Sekhmet, but Shekinah, which is the presence of the divine feminine. It says, at the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. And the significance of this is that I have a new goddess course starting. Well, it's a revised goddess course, but I'm going to have a free webinar, a goddess healing full moon webinar on the full moon. Free. That's Monday the 9th. So it's going to be, I think the full moons are at 1:48, so we're going to do it at 1, but it'll be recorded. So look for a link for that. And then I'm also relaunching my Goddess Warriors Rising course. And it is chock full of goddess activations and meditations. It has evolved. This is the 3rd round, but each time it has been added to. And so I'll put a link in there as well. It is very affordable for a 3-month course where you have full access to me and a group of women. And the Shekinah, the divine feminine, is what we're accessing. And if you are knowing anything that's happening in the spiritual community right now, the patriarchy is crumbling as it must. And being a Kundalini yoga teacher, it has been heartbreaking to find out about my teacher, who I never knew in a body, but in spirit, being now alleged a predator and sexual abuser, which has brought up all sorts of major research and meditation and meetings with colleagues about what that represents and in moving forward in teaching. And I'm also in connection with different Sikhs and spiritual people that know the scriptures, because it means so much to me to be authentic. And so I'm adding that not only to my Kundalini classes, and the first one was just Saturday, but the point is that this is a big deal because it's causing a lot of divide, but it's another cracking open for the new paradigm. Cannot be this old patriarchy anymore. It cannot be this old paradigm anymore. It's not about the feminine being better. You've heard me say it, but it's about accessing that feminine energy. And so in my course, Goddess Warriors Rising, it's not just meditations and healing transmissions. It's, we do forgiveness process, past life processes. I have a whole new goddess series where we'll be working with many new goddesses. So it's not just Isis, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. We're working with White Buffalo Calf Woman and Green Tara. We're working with Kali and Lady Athena. And my guest speakers. My guest speakers. I've got someone who channels plants. I have a medium. I have an animal communicator. I have my healer who can talk to tissue, your tissue. Yes, the trauma in your tissue. That alone, it's like, and I should be charging a lot more. Anyway, I just giving you little snippets, planting the seed. The webinar will be free and that'll be on the 9th. But how powerful my cat leaving at this time to pave the way on the other side with my other babies, because he was so much more of a cat. And those of you, a lot of you knew him. He was a healer. He is a healer. The wisdom that he had, that he still has, it's just now he's back to his lion form. I've been bombarded as well by lions, and I want a special thank you to Catherine Plant, one of my yogi sisters, who got these 2 little gray crystals that are cats, not knowing that that Raphael had his female counterpart, Chloe, who already left and traveled home a few years ago. And so how intuitive that she got 2. So the things that have just come out of this experience, do I still cry? Yeah, of course I do. But have I understood the depths of the beauty? Yeah, and is that now in my work? You may be able to feel it. I feel lighter. I feel the brightness and the power and the sovereignty that I was working for so hard. And now by taking a step back and letting myself grieve and be and trust and not work for almost a month, because before that I was taking care of a friend who was also ill. I trust. And now it's like, okay, I'm launching this course and it's going to be for whoever is called. So check the links or reach out, and if you have questions, please do let me know. We will be beginning the course on the new moon. So the full moon will be the webinar. We'll have other aspects that will be leading up to it. And then the new moon, it will be when we are joining together in this program. You can go at your own pace. It's videos, it's audios that you download. There will be PDFs. It's so chock full. I said this, before. It won't ever be this rate again, because I've been told by too many people it's not enough. But right now, I'm good with it. So there's ways to do payment plans as well. So if you're feeling called, reach out. I'm happy to hop on a call and talk to you about it, or just look for the links, or join just the free webinar that's coming up. So again, thank you for all your prayers and your reaching out. If I didn't personally respond to you, I'm doing so now. I've just needed the space to just be. And as a result, it's been the biggest gift. So I love you guys. I will be back more. I am coming back at a slower pace, because that's where the real quality and depth really come forth. It's as my dear sister Meg Haynes has in her Divine Feminine Mastery program, there's an undoing taking place. And so we are peeling back the layers to that goddess within, to the God within too, for men, but to not put teachers that are in human form on pedestal anymore, or any teacher for that matter, because the true teacher is the one within. And now is the time that we really must go inward and find him and find her. And I'm here holding the space for you. So thank you so much for listening. I'm going to hop over to my goddess group, where these ladies that have already been in the other rounds of it are getting to continue on. And reach out if you have any questions. Love to you.